Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on your post notifications so you'll be notified when I post another video. If you're not new here, thank you for tuning into this video. Y'all, this video I didn't want to do, but I have to do it because I owe it to you guys. And I know some of you are probably gonna be like, bitch, you barely post anyway. You know what I'm saying? So, and I know I'm not very consistent when posting videos. And when I don't post actual mukbangs, I do post shorts of like what I cook and what's gonna be for dinner and all that. But sad to say, I'm going to hold off on posting any videos. I don't know when I'll get back to posting videos. Reason being is because and I'm gonna try to do this without crying, and I'm an ugly crier, okay? So excuse me if I do cry, because it's a lot going on right now. As y'all can see, hold on y'all, my mom called me. Sorry y'all. My mom called me. And I was talking to her. So making this video is hard for me because my little sister, Oogie, y'all probably have seen her on my YouTube video here and there. Maybe like she's never actually sat with me and done a video with me, but in like passing, you probably saw her walk past the screen, or you could hear her. So she had got, back in December of last year, she had got the gastric sleeve done. And I want to say maybe around January, February, she couldn't hold anything down. So she was like, you know, throwing up stuff that she would eat. Even sometimes it would be drinks, you know, like water and stuff. She really couldn't hold nothing down. So that started at first. Like I said, I think that was around January, February, if I'm not mistaken. And then she would cough up a lot of mucus. So she would have like spit cups and stuff where she would get all the mucus out that she could and spit it into a cup. And then after a while, so the throwing up thing finally stopped. And then she started getting tingling and numbing sensations in her thighs, and then it just, after a while, spread out through her body. So she got nerve damage, and she had got it real bad. So it got real bad to the point where as though she became immobile. Like she had to have a walker. She was now bound to like a wheelchair and stuff like that. And I was trying to get her in-home health care. You know, a health aide, a nurse aide that would help her like use the bathroom or wash her, because she couldn't bathe herself. She could barely move her hands and stuff. Her hands would always stay like this on her lap all day long. She couldn't sit up on her own. We would have to lift her up. I would have to like give her a sponge bath because I can't give her a full blown shower. And I would sponge bath her, help her like get dressed if she needed to. I set up all her doctor's appointments. I set up all her transportation so she can get to and from her appointments. And she had three technically. She had 3 appointments coming up. One for today, one for Friday, and one for next Wednesday. The one for today was supposed to be for the neurologist. She was supposed to get something done, I guess some type of scan or something where they was going to do upper extremities. Then the one on next Wednesday was supposed to be for lower. And then the one for Friday was supposed to be, she was supposed to get x-rays done. It was supposed to be like 8 or 20 x-rays. Because they was going to do shoulders, wrist, knees, I think feet or ankles or something. And other places too to see, I guess, where and why and what's causing the nerve damage. So come to find out, when she had one time she had went to the hospital, one of the doctors in there told her, like asked her, has she ever heard of B12 injections? And she was like, no. Apparently, sorry y'all, my mom texted me. Apparently, that was something she needed because of her getting that type of surgery. That was something she was going to need and to take for the rest of her life, was B12 injections. Now, the bariatric people who did her surgery didn't inform her of that after she had got her surgery done. They was more so on the fact that she needed to make sure she had enough protein and to take vitamins, like multivitamins and stuff. And she did that. But they never informed her about, like, hey, by the way, we're going to prescribe you B12 injections because you're going to need these. It's going to help you out. But you're going to have to take these, or take, these injections for the rest of your life. She wasn't informed of that. So, because of that, that's how she got to how she got. Then, the hospital prescribed her these pills. I don't know the name of them, but they prescribed her these pills that was supposed to help with, I guess, easing the nerve damage or the pain of it or whatever. But it's a medicine that's also for epilepsy. So she started taking them or whatever, and when she would take them, she would get like sleepy or whatever. And then after a while, we could tell she wasn't herself. Because beforehand, when somebody would like lift to sit her up, she would help you. She's not just gonna lay there and let you do all the work. She would help you. She would help move her legs and stuff. If you were doing something, whether it was washing her, getting her dressed, she would help you. Even though she fully can't really move her body the way that she usually would, because at this point, remember, she's immobile. So she would still help. But then it got to a point where after a while, she wouldn't help. She wouldn't do anything. And I'm like, she's not doing it intentionally. It has to be something going on. And like I told my brother, I think it's those pills that was supposed to work but didn't work. It kind of actually, I guess, made it worse. Because then after a while, Um, my brother said she started slurring her words, and then after a while, when I was on the phone with her, the last time I was on the phone with her, I couldn't really understand what she was saying. Something was going on with her mouth. Like, it sounded like as if her lips or something was swollen or whatever. So I could barely hear and make out what she was saying. And then she couldn't remember stuff. It was like she told me she had 2 appointments, but she couldn't tell me why. Like what the 2 appointments were for. Like, she knew she had to go see the neurologist, but she didn't know why. She didn't know what time. And it's like, I'm like, how do you not know these things? And then you've been there before. So they didn't tell you when you left from there and set up that appointment, they didn't tell you, oh, your follow-up next appointment is for yada, 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 yada. She couldn't tell me that. So I'm like, something ain't right. You know what I mean? Like, my sister had, not always been forgetful, but I mean, I forget shit too sometimes. But not like that. Sorry, y'all, my aunt texted me. But not like that. Not to that extent. To where though you just, not gonna say act like, but you just completely don't know nothing. You just know you gotta be at this spot at this time. You just don't know. Well, no, she didn't know what time. She didn't know why. She didn't know why she was going there, and she didn't know what time. So I'm like, okay. So I set up the appointments anyway, set up transportation, and I was supposed to go to all 3 appointments with her. The one for today, the one for Friday, and the one for next week on Wednesday. So this is where it takes a turn. Yesterday morning, I'm laying here doing my schoolwork because I got assignments that's coming up that's due on the 16th for both of my classes. So I'm sitting here working on my schoolwork for one of my classes, and then my daughter is out there in the living room getting occupational therapy. I'm laying here and my brother calls me. My brother is younger than me. He calls me and tells me, he asked me, he said, what are you doing? I said, my schoolwork. Why? What's up? He said, get over here. Come now. And I'm like, why? What's up? What's going on? And he said, I call her Oogie, my Oog Boog. He calls her Suge. He said Suge passed away. Suge died. And I was like, what? I said, what? I said, what? What are you telling me? I said, what? No, mind y'all, this is my little sister. This is my little sister. This is my heart. This is somebody that I go to whenever I'm having problems. Whenever I'm having problems or anything that's going on, that's the person I run to. That is the person I talk to. Because I don't have nobody else. And then my mom texted me right after that and texted me and said, your sister is dead. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, God. Oh, God. I was Jesus. Oh. Mm. Oh. So I tried calling my mom and she didn't pick up, so I hurried up, saved the saved the stuff that I was doing, saved the schoolwork that I was doing, because I was on Microsoft Word. So I saved it so that way I wouldn't have to redo it. I saved it, put my computer on sleep, and I just sat here and I bawled. And when I say I screamed. I sat here and bawled for 5 fucking minutes, bro. I sat here and bawled for 5 fucking minutes, fucking screaming. And one of the therapy people, because it was 2 of them. It was 2 females. One of them, mind you, I'm in my room. And one of them comes to the hallway and was like, Renee, are you okay? I didn't even fucking answer, bro, because I'm steady in here hollering and crying, bro. I couldn't believe what was just said to me, and I couldn't believe what I just read. Mind you, I was just supposed to be over there today to go to her appointments with her to get these B12 injections. So I get up, I hurry up, and I go out there, and I'm about to tell them, like, hey, y'all gotta go, because I gotta go. I got a family emergency, I gotta go. I go out there, I'm bent over, I'm crying, bawling my eyes out, and one of them was like, she came near me and rubbed me on my back, and she was like, what's wrong? And I was like, my brother just called me and told me that my sister died. So, but it looked like, when I got out there, it looked like they were just about done anyway. So they were about to leave anyway. So they was like, okay, we'll stay here with you. You do whatever you gotta do, and we'll help you out any way that we can. I was like, okay, I need to go get dressed or whatever. So I come get dressed, whatever, get some stuff together. I get my daughter dressed or whatever. And they helped me. They took my daughter down the steps because I wasn't going to be able to. I wasn't going to be able to go down the steps and carry her at the same time. My hands is shaking. My mind is everywhere. And I'm running around like a chicken with his head cut off because I'm trying to hurry up. I changed her diaper. Before we left. And then I get in the car. They put her in the car for me, strapped her in, and then I left. And then when I pulled up to my mom's house and I got out the car, I got my child, walking up to my mom's door because she passed away in my mom's house where they live. She passed away in her room, in her bed. I guess she passed out she passed away in her sleep, which is a good thing because she went peacefully. But walking up to the house, my body just started shaking and I felt like my legs were going to give out, and I'm like, I can't. I have my child in my arms. If I drop, she gonna drop, and I don't want that. So I hurry up, get in the house, go put my daughter down on the couch, put my purse down and stuff, and my mom comes downstairs and she looks at me and I look at her and I just started bawling and she started crying too, and we're hugging each other and I'm like, no, mommy, no. I'm like, no. no. I'm like, God, no, no, no. And she was like, it's okay, it's okay. And she told me to go upstairs and see her. And I went upstairs and I opened the door to my sister's room. And she was laying there. Her mouth was open. It was stuff coming out of her mouth. Not to say like she foamed at the mouth or anything. I think, okay, so my mom went to work that night or that morning or whatever. And my mom always checks on her before she leaves to go to work. And my mom checked on her at 1:40 in the morning. She went there and she was like, Suge, you all right? She said, yeah, I'm good, Mom. She was in there singing. And she was like, yeah, I'm good, Mom. She was like, well, when I get back home, or she asked her, did she need anything? And she was like, nah, she good. She said, well, when I get back home, we're going to get you up, you know, sit you up and stuff because you've been laying there all day. And she was like, okay. And my sister told my mom, she was like, I love you. I love you, Mommy. And my mom was like, I love you too. That was the last time my mom spoke to my sister. And then my mom went to work. And then I actually called my mom that morning. Because I had to ask her something. And then it's crazy because my cousin who lives in Georgia texted me too and asked me, you know, how much would it cost to get a flight out here to Vegas because she wanna come out here and come visit and stuff. And I was like, yeah, that'd be cool, that'd be good. You can bring Pooh, which is my cousin who is her sister. I was like, yeah, you can bring Pooh with you. That way y'all can see Vegas. Y'all have never been. And that way y'all can see Oogie. Because my aunt, my cousin, and my pop on my mom's side hasn't seen my sister since 2011, 2015. They haven't seen my sister in over a decade. And it's crazy because me and my sister had plans on going over there. We was gonna do like a pop-up, and I finally got my sister to agree to go with me because at first she was not with it because, you know, she hear and see things about how some places are violent and all that, and this be going on, that be going on, and I'm like, ma'am, you're thinking about Atlanta. I said, Valdosta, Georgia, don't shit be happening. Well, I mean, everything happens everywhere, but you rarely hear about Valdosta, Georgia. I call that town, that city, retirement land. That's where people who want to retire, that's where they go. Cause there's nothing really to do in Valdosta, Georgia. There's nothing to do. There's nothing but hotels and like food places. There's no activities. There's ain't shit to do. So you go to retirement land. You go there to retire. I said Atlanta and Valdosta is like 4 hours away. I said you ain't gotta worry about that. So she finally agreed to go with me, and we were going to do that maybe like sometime in August. But I told her, I said, but you know, I want you to get back to your normal self, whereas though you up walking around doing whatever, able to wash yourself and stuff like that. I wanted you to get back to you. I wanted you to get back to your normal self, whereas though you can walk and sprint, hop, jump, skip, I don't give a fuck. That's when we'll go to Georgia. But for that opportunity to be taken away, and then on top of that, my sister is only 27 years old. My sister is only 27 years old. She was born in 1996. She was only 27 years old. She was about to be 28. Her birthday is July 3rd. Her birthday was about to come up. Her birthday was about to come up. Now she won't ever get to be able to experience life. You know what I mean? Like, she'll never know how it feels to be in love with a man. She'll never know how it feels to be in love. She'll never have kids. She'll never. She went to school to become a therapist, a family therapist. She'll never be able to get to do that. God. She was my daughter. She was my daughter. Godmom. She was my daughter's godmom. Now she'll never be able to see Lanaya take her first steps. She'll never be able to hear Lanaya talk when eventually she do. She'll never be able to get to see that because she's no longer here. She's no longer here. Ooh. Ooh. When my mom came home from work that morning, the first thing my mom do when she get home is go check on my sister. That's the first thing she did. And she went to go check on her, and she thought she was asleep. First of all, one of her eyes was still partially open. And she was like, Shug. And my sister's not answering her. So my mom shakes her and everything. Nothing. My mom, our mother, found her daughter lifeless, bro. Lifeless. I don't know what the fuck to do. And it's when I saw her laying like that, I tried to close her eye and it wouldn't close. When I went in that room and I saw her eye broke the fuck down. You hear me? I'm up there screaming. I'm up there calling on God, asking him to give me the strength because I can't. I literally can't right now. I can't. And I'm trying to sit here, and I still have to be a mom. I still have to deal with school. I still got to be a daughter. I still gotta. I'm trying to do all that and mourn the death of my sister. Ooh. When I thought my sister laying there lifeless, and then I guess when she finally went, fluids came out. Let's just say fluids came out. She let herself go. That, like, in the room, you could just smell the death. You could smell the pee. You can just smell it, and it was just all in her room. What's fucking me up and what's eating at me is the fact that she was by herself. She was by her fucking self. She was by herself. In that moment, she was by herself. And it's eating at me at the fact that the last time I talked to my sister was on a 3-way phone call with my mom. And we was talking about her doctor's appointments. And my mom telling me to make sure I do not leave her appointment without that prescription for them B12 injections. And me setting up her appointments and stuff. That was the last time I spoke to my sister. And I didn't get to tell her that I loved her. And it's fucking eating. It's fucking... It's fucking eating at me. Y'all don't understand. It's fucking tearing me up. It's fucking tearing me up. It's tearing me up inside. And then to watch my mom try to keep it together, now she gotta plan my sister's, her daughter's fucking funeral. And then I gotta watch my brother, who already deals with enough shit himself mentally, and now has to deal with this and that. And that was his best friend too. They were like this. And now she's not here, so it's really gonna fuck him up now. And now I gotta worry about him. I gotta worry about my mom. I gotta worry about myself. It's fucking a lot, bro. It's a lot. It's fucking a lot. It's fucking a lot, bro. And I already am a worrywart. I worry about a lot of shit. I worry about my brother. I worry about my mom. Even my sister that lives over in Georgia, which she's coming out now to finally live out here. She's coming tonight. I gotta pick her and my grandma up from the airport. My grandma is my mom's mom. She's coming to help my mom make the funeral arrangements and stuff like that, to see what she gonna do. And then my sister coming out here to live out here. It's like, I worry about my mom too, because she works so hard all the time. She worked 10, 12 hours, sometimes 8. And, you know, as you get older, your body kind of like just be like, fuck you, I'm going to just go out. She has arthritis in her knees, real bad or whatever. I have mild arthritis in my knees. My knees are bad too. That's why I don't like going up steps and stuff like that. And if I stand too long, or if I stand period, or when I stand up, you hear my knees pop consistently. And I know me being a heavier set plus size woman doesn't help with my knees because it's carrying so much weight. And then on top of that, I'm short. I get it. I know that. That's why I'm trying to lose the weight now. But it's like, and it's crazy because I felt it. I want to say either a couple days ago or last week. I felt it just because the turn she took, you know what I mean? Like, she wasn't herself anymore. And I was like, God, please. Please don't let my sister die. And look, I don't ever questioning. I don't do none of that because you're not supposed to. But it's like, I pray every morning. Every morning when I wake up, when I open my motherfucking eyes, I pray every morning. I thank him for waking me and my family up every morning. I pray that he heals everybody that needs healing. And I thank him for blessing me. I pray over my financial, struggles and stuff. I pray every morning. Every morning. But yesterday was not it. It's still not. I went in my sister's room. I went in my sister's room yesterday, I want to say maybe about 3 times. Basically torturing myself at this point because I still can't believe that she's not here. And when the corners, when they came and got her, and they let us say our final goodbyes and all that, I broke down again. And then, they put the body in a bag, and it's out on a stretcher. Me and my mom was in my mom's room in the window because they wouldn't let us come out, or they wouldn't let us see. And they kept shutting my mom's door. So we was like, all right, bump this. We gonna look out the window because my mom's bedroom window faces the front of the house. So you can see the driveway and all that. You can see who pulls up. And we watching, and I see them come from out of the house. And once I got a clear view and I saw that green body bag, I lost it again. My mom was right next to me on the phone with my grandma. I lost it. I'm banging on the window and I'm like, no, 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 no. God, no. No. Because I can't believe that that's my sister, my little sister, in that fucking body bag. No. And I just broke down. I broke down. And I was like, no. And I'm banging on the window. And I'm like, no. God, no. God, no. Because I still can't believe it. I was just on the phone with my brother maybe an hour ago. He broke down again. All of us could not. I was gonna stay the night at my mom's house last night because I didn't want to leave my mom and I didn't want to leave my brother. I was gonna stay the night, but none of us could go to sleep. None of us. We hadn't eaten all day, and then me and my brother finally ate. We didn't even finish our food. Me and my brother finally ate. For me, it came right back out. It was Taco Bell. It came right back out because after I ate, I had to poop instantly, and it just shot out. My mom didn't eat. We couldn't sleep. My mom would go to sleep, but she would only sleep for like an hour or two, and then she'll wake back up. My brother couldn't sleep. He said he had to force himself to go to sleep. I didn't stay the night. I left my mom's house at 3-4 o'clock in the morning. Or 3 something in the morning. I got home, it was like 4:04. I could not sleep there. I couldn't. And then my daughter was up as well. And usually when we're here at home, a homegirl is asleep by 9-10 something. In her room, in her crib sleep. She wasn't even going to sleep. Which is not unusual because usually when we go over there, and if I do end up staying the night, she stays up late, but then she does eventually go to bed. But it was never that late. Like, she's still up with everybody, and it's like 3-4 in the morning. My daughter never stays up that late. But she was on the couch laughing and stuff, and in her own little world. And I let my mom know I'm going home. The only reason why I had stayed, the only reason I was going to stay the night is because my mom was actually supposed to go to work last night, but she ended up not going because if she went to work, she would have been a zombie. She didn't get enough sleep. It's been a long day, and I didn't want my brother to be in the house by himself. So I was going to stay the night, and then once my mom got home and got off of work, I was going to go home. I was going to check on her, make sure, you know what I mean? I'm not going to say make sure she's good because she's not going to be good, but check on her, and then I was going to come back home. But since she ended up not going to work, I didn't have to worry about my brother being by himself. So that's why I left 3-something in the morning and came home. Once I came home, got upstairs or whatever, got in my house, I put my daughter down, changed her diaper, I put her to bed immediately. She went to sleep quick. I smoked my last cigarette for the night. I still got cigarettes left. I smoked my last cigarette for the night, morning, whatever you want to call it. And then I came in the room and I laid here. I came in the room. I put my purse away. And when I was at my mom's house and when I was in my sister's room, in her closet, she has this beige, tan, sweater-like cardigan. It's real big. And she used to wear it quite often. It was hanging up in her closet. I took it with me. And when I got home and I had put my daughter to bed, I smoked my cigarette, I had stood here and I smelled it, and it smells like her room and stuff. Not the smell of death or whatever, but like it smells like it's been washed, but you get a hint of the room because her closet door was open. You get a hint of the room, and I put it to my face and I smelled it and I started crying. And then I put it on the bed with me. I laid it. So I sleep here. I put it right here. And I slept with that with me. I just put it in my closet this morning. And I smelled it again, and I was like, I love you, Oogie. Every time I went in her room yesterday and I looked at that bed where she was last at, I kept saying, I love you, I love you. I love you with everything in me. I love you. I love you. On my way home. And my brother said, this is why I didn't want you to leave. On my way home, while I was driving, I am bawling my eyes out. I'm like my windows are down and I'm screaming and I'm crying. And my daughter in the back like bah, 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 real loud, and I'm just steady crying and screaming and just bawling my eyes out, and I swerved here and there, and it's like my brother was like, see, and I told my brother that this morning. I said, see this, he said, that's why I didn't want you to leave, you know, had you driving like that. But we made it home safely. Clearly we made it home safely. But yeah, y'all, my little sister passed away yesterday. We don't know how long she was dead because, again, my mom checked on her before she left to go to work. That was at 1:40 a.m. in the morning. Again, she went in there, checked on my sister, made sure she was good. She said, yeah, Mom, she was in there singing. And then they said, I love you. They exchanged I love yous. My mom went off, went to work. My sister could have died like an hour after that, 2 hours after that. And just until the morning came, and when my mom finally got home, because I took my mom that morning too, before she got home, and that had to be like around 8, 9. I didn't go over to the house until 11 something. So my sister was there in that moment in her room by herself. She wasn't like in the house by herself. My brother is there too, but his room is downstairs. And from 1:40 a.m. up until 8, 9, 10 something in the morning or whatever, whenever my mom did finally come home, because I don't know what time my mom got off of work, but whenever she did come home, she found her dead in her bed, laying down in the bed. Now, my mom is known to be a tough cookie. And if, not saying y'all would ever will, but if you was to meet her, you would understand. My mom has been tough all her life. She has been a single mom. I mean, she's gotten married a few times, but all of them, clearly, because she ain't married no more. But my mom, majority of her life, has been a single mom. Majority of her life worked. Majority of her life, like all her life. And my mom would not break down, but my mom would cry here and there, but then she'll suck it right back up and act like she's fine. I don't know if it fully hit her yet. Now, last night when I was in my sister's room, because one of my sister's friend, I ain't gonna call him an ex because I don't think they were ever dating, but one of my sister's friends that she used to fool around with came, because my brother had texted him and let him know what happened. He came and paid his respects and stuff, and he wanted to go upstairs and go in her room. So I took him up there. He sat in the chair that was in her room and just took it all in. He was drinking too. He had some liquor, and you could smell it on him. But he was taking it all in. He said because of his relationship with my sister and how much he cared for her and liked her, he was going to help out in any way that he could. So he took the mattress that she passed away on. He took the mattress and I guess he threw it out or whatever. He put it in the back of his little trailer thing that he had attached to his car, and he took it so he could dump it or whatever. So after a while, he didn't leave, but he went downstairs and went outside. I saw that, and my mom was like, now my mom's room is across the way from my sister's room. It's across the way. My mom don't even want to come out her room and see her door. My mom doesn't like coming out her room. It's crazy because they just moved into this house. What, January? Yep, January. Because remember y'all, they was living with me for a year. And they finally moved out January. My mom hasn't had that house for that long. And I don't like the fact that this happened in her home and she's basically like stuck with it because it's my mom's house. She bought that house. She pays a mortgage on that house. So it's hers. So the fact that this happened in the house, it's like you're stuck with that. That will be a forever memory. You know what I mean? I thank God that She went peacefully, but it's just the fact that she's not here. And she was so fucking young, bro. 27 years old, about to be fucking 28. Her birthday is next month on the 3rd. The fact that she ain't get to live life, experience shit. I'm 32. Not to say my life was grand and all that, because it wasn't. But I've got to experience being in love. I got to experience heartbreak. I got to experience having a child. It wasn't the best experience because my pregnancy did not go how I envisioned it. But I was blessed with a child. She won't be able to have that. She won't be able to have the opportunity to have that. She won't be able to have the opportunity to pursue the career that she went to school for, got in debt for. She won't be able to pursue any of it. None of it. She ain't get to see her family members that we were going to go see that she hasn't seen in over a fucking decade. It's like, it's mind blowing right now. And for it to be our younger sister, for it to be my mom's youngest child, it's like, that's a different type of, not low blow, but it's a different type of blow. You hear me? And it's like, I'm still trying to fathom it. I'm still trying to fathom it. And it's like, now I'm questioning myself as far as like, because again, the last time I spoke to my sister was June 9th. It was on a Sunday. That's when I was on a 3-way with her and my mom. That was the last time I spoke to my sister. We didn't speak through text messages. And it's eating at me. It's eating at me. And I tell my sister I love her all the time. I tell my sister, I tell my mom, I tell my brother. I tell them I love them all the time. But the fact that I didn't get to tell it to my sister one last time, it's fucking eating at me. The fact that she was in that moment by herself is fucking eating at me. The fact that she's no longer here is fucking with me. And I still gotta try and function. I gotta still try and fucking function. Because I have a child that depends on me. But it's like, it's hard. It's And then I gotta go right back over there tonight because my grandma and my sister is flying out here tonight, and the airport is closer to my house or my apartment. So I gotta go pick them up, take them all the way back up to my mom's house and drop them off. Now I'm not gonna be rude and just pick them up and drop them off. I'm gonna chill for about, I already told my mom I'm gonna just chill there for about 10-20 minutes. First of all, I was just there last night up until this morning, 4 o'clock this morning. I'm gonna go out, I'm gonna pick them up from the airport, go bring them up to your house. I said, Mom, I'm only staying there for 10-20 minutes. I can't. It's gonna be a lot of sadness. And at this point, I don't want to be around nobody. I don't want to be around nobody. I just want to be in my own bubble right now so I can still attempt to process what the fuck is going on right now. I don't want to be bothered. I don't. And then my daughter has an appointment coming up next Thursday or next Wednesday. And she got therapy next week. She got therapy on Monday and Tuesday, not Wednesday, because I canceled that because she has an appointment. But I'm trying to think if I should cancel her therapy, because she get 2 therapy on Monday. She get PT and she gets OT. They come at different times. So I'm trying to think, should I cancel that and the one for Tuesday? But I canceled the one yesterday because what happened yesterday. But I don't want to deprive my child of getting therapy because of what's going on with me. And I know they'll understand or whatever. There was a death in the family or whatever the case may be. So I'm going to need time or whatever. But I don't want to deprive my child of getting therapy because she needs it. So the most I can do is when they do come, let them do their thing, and I come back here like I do anyway. Come back here and be in my own bubble. I'm telling you, I'm not gonna have the energy. Usually I'm like, hey, how you doing? You know, all preppy and smiling. Hey, how you know? That is not gonna be the energy. I'm trying to tell you, it's not gonna be the energy that I'm gonna give off, because I'm not in the mood. I don't want to be bothered. I don't want nobody around me. It's still it's unreal. Nobody in my family is getting any sleep. But yeah, y'all. Again, I won't be posting anything for a while, whether it's a mukbang, whether it's not even the shorts, because I feel like at this point I'm gonna barely be eating. Honestly, I'm not even in the mood. Honestly, I feel like me and my family are gonna have to seek therapy. And it don't have to be all together. It could be separately. I really want my brother to get it, honestly, because, you know, he was dealing with his own shit. So this kind of just, it didn't help. You know what I mean? So I really want him to get therapy. I would like for my mom to get therapy, because you're losing a child. You lost a child. But I don't think my mom gonna do it. I already started looking up therapy places and stuff, because I can't. The one person that I used to talk to and confide in is no longer here. And don't get me wrong, I know I can confide in God, but down here on earth, that was my go-to person. That was my go-to person. And no matter what I was going through, she was the first person I would talk to, whether it's call, text. And then she loved the fuck out of her niece. She loved the fuck out of my daughter. And the fact that she's no longer here with us to continue to love on my daughter, and because my sister loved Lanaya. I ain't gonna say loved, because she still love her, but certain things about my daughter that I don't like, she don't care. My sister don't care. Like, I don't like the whole, and I understand she's 6 years old, whatever, but the whining thing, fine. I know you're a toddler, you're gonna whine or whatever, but it's the unnecessariness of it. Like, you don't have to whine to the point where you're screaming at this point. It's like, that's not necessary, especially when it's something that can be resolved and fixed. Like, if you're sleepy, go to sleep. It's not that hard. Go to sleep. Why do you have to be extreme and be dramatic about it? Doing all this screaming, whining, and crying because you're sleepy when you can just go to sleep. Nobody's bothering you. Nobody's stopping you. Go to sleep. But no, you got to be extra with it. Stuff like that bothers me, and I don't like it when it happens in public. When she act out in public, all that hollering and screaming and stuff, I don't like that. Not out in public. I don't like that. It's embarrassing. My sister don't care. She didn't care. My sister was like the glue in the family. She was very peaceful, never judgmental, funny, non-confrontational, but don't try her. You know what I mean? She may be quiet and reserved, but don't try her, because she will cuss you out. I'm like that as well. I'm quiet, I'm reserved, but tread lightly. Tread lightly. Don't take my kindness for weakness. I will fuck you up. I don't give a fuck who you are. I will fuck you up. She just... when I saw her, when I got to see her before they took her, that image, her face is going to stay in my mind forever. Forever. And I have pictures of her, all kinds of pictures of her in my phone. Every time I go in my photos and I see a picture of her, I start to cry. I start to cry. Because this beautiful soul is no longer here. And I know she's in a better place, and I know she's not suffering anymore. I know she's not in pain. She probably hopping, jumping, skipping around up there. But I can't. So I came on here to say I won't be posting for a while. Please, if you support me, you always show me love, which I know there's like 2 people that do. Please send your prayers out and pray for my family, because we're going to need it. We're going to need it. And I love y'all. Thank y'all for even. And I know this video is like an hour long, but I had to come tell y'all, because it wouldn't have been right if I just disappeared and not said anything, and y'all like, why you not posting anymore or whatever. And again, I know I'm not the most consistent person on the planet. I know I don't upload that much anyway, but like I said, if I don't post a mukbang, I do post shorts. That way I'm giving you something. It may not be mukbangs, but it's something. At least I'm showing you what I'm eating, what I cooked, or it might be a cooking video. You know, I give y'all something. I don't just leave y'all hanging. But this, I don't want to bring that to y'all. I don't want to give y'all that energy. I come on here and I'm like, hey, you know what I mean? Like, it's depressing. And I don't want to give that to y'all. I don't want to give y'all that type of energy. because I'm somebody who goes off of energy as well. So I'm not gonna push that energy on y'all. I just came on here to inform y'all and let y'all know what's going on, and that I won't be posting for a while. I don't know how long, but I won't be posting for a while. But I love y'all. Thank y'all for tuning into this video. I know it's a lot. It's like an hour long. I'm so sorry. But I had to come on here and tell y'all what's going on. I mean, y'all show me love and y'all support me. I feel like this was only right to do that. You know what I mean? So, thank you. Keep us in your prayers. Remember to always love yourself, love God, and love others. And I will see y'all whenever I post again. Love y'all. Bye.